Well, good afternoon. This is Rich, and the countdown is on until we get to Friday morning's reports. The market's still anticipating higher corn acreage in Friday's report. Bean acres maybe about the same, maybe just slightly higher than last year. Wheat acres up. Cotton acres, rice acres down a little bit. Those are the numbers that are being talked about, and right now we're getting bullish numbers to the market out of South America as far as production estimates go. We did see another one over the weekend that was down about 2 million tons below USDA's March number, and that, along with a lot of talk about Chinese oilseed demand, continues to allow for the soybean market to gain on corn, and that seems to be the theme here as we head towards Friday. Keep in mind that Friday's numbers were taken, those surveys, late February, at the beginning of March, maybe even, so those are probably going to be a little outdated considering what's happened in the markets here over the last few weeks. So whether or not they have any real meaning as far as those acres, we'll wait and see. But nonetheless, the market continuing to try to push to draw acres towards soybeans. That was the main feature today. The dollar was down almost a half a point today. That was bullish to the commodity markets for the most part. Rice market continues to creep higher. We mentioned that in the third Thursday meeting last week that we probably do need to, or we are going to give up rice acres this year, and that the supply-demand numbers could get a little tighter there as well. So that's kind of behind the scenes that we're seeing some push in that little market. The oat market also continues to push a little higher, even though corn was down today. Here's a wrap up this afternoon. May corn down 8 3/4 at the close at 637 3/4. And in fact, at one point in time, we had traded as high as 656, which was up about 8-9 cents. So it had a big turnaround in the middle of the day. December corn down 4 1/4 at 553 1/4. May soybeans up 13 3/4 at 1379 1/2. Did make a high of 1388 1/2. That has eclipsed the highs, or the highest levels we've been since back in September. November soybeans closed up 7 cents at 1329 1/2. Their high was up 17 on the day as well. The December cotton up 0.70 at 89.41. September rice up 21 1/2 points at 15.31. The July Chicago wheat closed up 5 3/4 at 670 1/4. Kansas City July wheat up 5 1/2 at 707 3/4, and Minneapolis September wheat up 4 cents at 799. I mentioned the dollar trading lower. Crude oil up 24 cents a barrel at 107.11. Gold up $29 an ounce at 16.91, and the Dow up 168 points at the close at 13,200. So a good day there. The cattle market, hog markets, both just fractionally lower here at the close tonight. Well, we hope everyone has a good evening. Check out the letter, the GMO, the Grain Market Outlook letter tonight. I did mention some different option trades in there. One of the things we've looked at is the option volatility right now. Option volatility very high. Here as we head into this big report, the trade expecting to see some pretty good sized market moves, I think, coming out of this report. There are some things you can do to take advantage of those volatility numbers, and we mentioned some of those examples in the report, as well as have the updated 6 to 8, 8 to 14 day maps. Things are getting a little cooler maybe than they have been, or at least we're not anticipating the very warm temperatures that we've been seeing, but it doesn't look like anything real threatening out in those forecast maps. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.